It's Somethin Juicy. You know we keeping it juicy.
Spilling truth with a smile so sweet. Talking all the buzz from the blogs and the tweets. From the headline to the hometown streets. She bring the flavor, can't nobody compete. Somethin Juicy with Nani Juicy. Talk of the town, yeah, she got the news. Keeping it fun, keeping it true. It's Somethin Juicy, keeping it juicy too.
All right, you guys, welcome back. It's Jammin with Juice, and right now it's time for us to get into something juicy. But the very first thing, if you guys were not just getting tapped in and you guys have been here, we want to talk about Roc Nation real quick, because reports are saying that Roc Nation is disrupting the distribution space by opening its once exclusive service to all artists for free while letting them keep ownership of their masters. With big names like Clips, Westside Gunn, and Megan Thee Stallion already on board, the platform is expanding very fast. And they're saying its unmatched social media analytics give artists insights no competitor can offer. Benjamin brought this to my attention, I want to say like yesterday at some point.
That is when the news broke.
But what is really going on with this Roc Nation deal, and why is it being talked about so heavily right now?
I mean, like I said before, Jay-Z is a part of this, and anything that Jay-Z does, not just hip-hop culture is going to pay attention to it, but artists are going to pay attention to it, and the world is going to pay attention to it. I mean, Roc Nation, Jay-Z was once affiliated with a streaming platform called Tidal. All right, I was interested into Tidal. I remember even thinking about that as my own brainchild, and then a year later, Jay-Z had did it. So I just knew that, if Jay-Z thought of it at the same time that I thought of it, then that means that greatness lives within me as well. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. All right, but the Roc Nation distribution deal is a big thing that people are looking into. Apparently, if you do this Roc Nation distribution deal, you as an artist can keep 85% of your royalties, as they take 15% away from you. Okay, and an 85-15% deal on paper looks good. It's actually one of the most coveted record deals that most people have been looking for. And when I say record deals, I'm talking about a full record deal, not just a distribution deal. These 85-15 split deals are deals like I just mentioned before with Cash Money, No Limit Records, even Rockefeller, when they actually did do their thing for real, eventually got and worked their way up to do these types of deals, basically so you can keep more control over your creative content and your creative output, as the record label will go ahead and do the 15%. However, this distribution deal has came with a lot of backlash. Other artists who are actually independent artists, like Russ, have came out and said that
he said it was trash.
Yeah, he said it was trash. He's like, bro, I'm not rocking with this whatsoever. And anybody who wants to sign this Roc Nation deal, hey, you're just going to be sitting out there not collecting anything, because ultimately this distribution deal or distribution platform seems to be just like a DistroKid. Actually, I just signed up on DistroKid like last week, okay? Seems to be just like a DistroKid and or like a TuneCore. There's really no advantage. And this is what Russ and a lot of other people are saying. There's no advantage in the signing with this Roc Nation distribution deal. What's so crazy about this too, Juice, is that we actually know an artist here in Wisconsin who had signed a Roc Nation distribution deal about like 2 years ago, before now it became what it is today. Shout out to Cam Will, all right? He had signed a deal with them before, and he told me it was pretty good, all right? So, hey, to each his own. I will say that you guys should explore the deal before you start to listen to naysayers, because there's a lot of people out there who will try to destroy your dreams before you even start to build them. So you have nothing to lose, really, especially if you're an artist who ain't got nothing going for yourself.
All right. Thank you for the Roc Nation update. It'll be interesting to see who actually would sign up for that. But
it's going to be a lot of people.
I mean, of course, because everybody wants an opportunity and they feel like, they can get one with this.
That's Jay-Z. He has a brand name, okay? People want to.
Yeah, but do Jay-Z really even be? Yeah, whatever.
No, he doesn't. He's not even the one behind it. For
That's
real.
what
He's
I'm
the
saying.
face of it.
It's like, come on.
But
we gotta be smarter than that.
That's what happens though when you have worked up a name for yourself. You don't even have to be the business like that anymore. You're just the face of it. Just gotta make sure you do good business though. That's why LaRussell had got on Roc Nation's case before, right? When he was talking about them wanting to sign him and was about to hit him with with like $100,000 check, and then he had to check one of the people or whatever, hit Hove to tell him like, bro, these your people, this what they doing, and then they came back with $1 million check, but he was like, oh hell no, I ain't doing none of this with y'all now.
Absolutely not.
You know?
Y'all tried to get over on me. I'm taking that personal.
Hey.
Well, thank you for that update, Benjamin.
No problem.
All right, now another another story that hit my timeline yesterday is for all of the video game lovers out there and anybody who loves GameStop.
Okay,
I used to like going into
GameStop
every now and again back in my heyday. But on Saturday, December 6th, GameStop will have its first ever Trade Anything Day, where people can trade in anything they want with some restrictions for store credit, GameStop told USA Today in an email. Now, the object that customers choose to trade in must fit in a 20 by 20 by 20 box, and customers can trade in up to one item, you guys. Now, apparently they're saying that this isn't something that's new to GameStop. They always, kind of have traded things, but now you can trade in anything that you want within reason. Okay, you're gonna get store credit for your trade-in. GameStop has not stated how the value of items traded in will be determined.
I swear to God, because that's really what I want to know.
I know.
I am not
they
gonna
have
lie.
not yet
GameStop will rob your ass blind, okay?
But it said that they will issue guidance soon. So GameStop has not released information on whether members of its loyalty program, GameStop Pro, will receive a different amount of store credit, but the retailer stated it will release more information as we move closer to Trade Anything Day.
Nah, for real, man. I've definitely seen where GameStop, because again, like you said, Juice, you went to GameStop as a child before. I've went to GameStop before, and I vividly remember coming into GameStop with about like, I don't know, it's probably like 8 games I ain't play no more. But I'm thinking I'm gonna make a little come up, like a little bread. I came in with 8 legendary games, all right, and one of them was like a Madden, another one was like NBA 2K, the other one was like NBA Street, whatever. I turned these games in, y'all, and I swear, GameStop only offered me $7, okay? And I was like, hell no, this stuff is worth way more. Y'all about to sell each and every one of these at least for $14. So, now that they have the Trade Anything Day, I just wonder what they're gonna value your items at. Like if I come in with a water bottle or a case of water, what is that? What y'all gonna really value that at? You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to be underpriced. But what I will say is I think it will be smart to buy a few of GameStop's stocks at that point, though, just because I remember, a few years ago, something that happened in the market, the stock market or whatever, where they had went up in price. It was crazy. All right, that was the real come up.
Now, some people are asking, like, okay, now what can't you trade in when it comes to GameStop? Because people are probably going to try to trade in a lot of crazy stuff.
It's some erroneous things in there.
They did make like a smaller list of what cannot be traded in. A few things on that list is hazardous waste, material, chemicals, or liquids, lithium-ion batteries, or items containing those batteries. You can't trade in weapons or ammo. You cannot trade in dead or alive animals. Which I don't know why somebody would want to do that in the first place, but hey, I guess
people are weird. That's why.
You can't trade in legal or illegal alcohol, tobacco, drugs, or pharmaceuticals. You can't trade in computers or other machines or small electronic equipment. No gift cards, no sexual and explicit items, and anything resembling a body part. Do not bring that in. But something they say you can bring in is like arts and crafts. So if you're like a knitter or you crochet things or you sculpt or anything, you definitely can trade those items in. I'm just wondering, what are they gonna do with all the items everywhere? Like, are they gonna eventually sell them on like some type of website or something? It's just, why are they doing it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So hopefully within the next few weeks here, they will give a little bit of more information on why they are deciding to do this. But Trade Anything Day, it is coming on December 6th, you guys, if you're interested. It's a Saturday.
Yeah, I can't wait for that day. I will trade something in. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade.
They're gonna give you $13 worth of credit.
And honestly, there is a game that I do want from GameStop. There's a game out there that I personally want. I don't know if they'll give it to me, but hopefully it's worth the value.
No,
I least want like $60 worth of stuff. Actually, I have a storage unit that I need to clean out.
Hey, go find some things and give it to GameStop.
I got a storage unit that has about 4 or 5 speakers in there with the entertainment center and 2 air mattresses. Hopefully, if I turn that in, GameStop gives me something for it.
Good luck. All right, moving right along. This has been on my timeline for a couple days now, but I wanted to bring it here to Jammin with Juice. So Meta plans to build a 1 billion, data center in Beaver Dam. 1 billion, y'all. Not 1 million. 1 billion. All right, $1 billion data center campus in Beaver Dam. They announced the project, marking the tech giant's first data center in the state of Wisconsin. The 700,000 square foot facility is expected to be completed in 2027 and will support 100 jobs, according to state officials. Meta says it will restore 100% of the water consumed by the Beaver Dam data center to local watersheds, and says the facility will use dry cooling, which means there will be no water demands for cooling once it's operational.
Dry cooling. I wonder how that process works then.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But the announcement comes as technology companies expand their data center infrastructure to meet growing demands from artificial intelligence technology. Data centers house the computer servers and equipment needed to power online services and AI applications. So, yeah, Beaver Dam, I think they broke ground already, but it's getting some backlash from the residents who live in Beaver Dam, because they're like, one, y'all didn't let us know or even let us vote if we wanted to have this here in the first place. Like, y'all can't just be coming to our area and building things that will take up our water supply,
and just cause a lot of pollution.
That too. And it's just like, a lot of these data centers, and you said it before, Ben, that are going to be coming to Wisconsin because of all of our lakes we have.
Nah, that's real. That's
using up all of our water, because AI, y'all, and artificial intelligence and all of the technology that we are starting to use with the cloud and things, all of that takes a lot of water, you guys. So let's just be mindful of that. I try to be mindful sometimes as I use my AI systems.
Do you?
A little bit.
You the person who told me you use ChatGPT for your therapist.
I've never used ChatGPT.
You the same person who told me you talk to ChatGPT like it's your girlfriend.
We do be chatting.
You the person who told me. So you don't give a damn about the pollution of our water systems. You don't give a damn about the filtration.
Of the day. I don't use it every second of the day.
Did you now just type away and ask me about Chance the Rapper's record label and then use AI to discover what was really going on with that?
I used Google, and Google, apparently you can't not use AI to not Google stuff anymore. Which, who made that change? Who changed that to where you have to use artificial intelligence or AI automatically pops up? Like, if you look up Jammin with Juice, it say a lot of stuff about us.
That's actually true.
But I don't know. I think it's kind of bogus that they didn't ask their residents about building this data center before they decided to break ground on it. I mean, they're the ones that are going to be affected by it. But at the end of the day, it is a business. It's a company, and they don't care. They was going to do it regardless. Honestly, we could have all of these little town hall meetings and all of the things to try to like stop stuff.
Your voice doesn't matter.
And they'll look at you like, okay, yeah, we'll take that into consideration, and then do it anyway, just because it is a business. They want to make money. They see how tech is transforming the world right now. Everybody is using it, and unfortunately, we're going to be the guinea pigs of it because we live by a large bodies of water. So yeah, that's just what I think about that one. It's crazy.
What did The Roc used to say? He was like, what is it? It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter. They don't care. They're going to build it anyway.
And it's true, bro, because, like, look, I've said this time and time again, and they told, look, y'all think I take y'all down rabbit holes, and y'all think it's all just for poops and giggles. You think we just having a good time. No, I am truly informing the people what is about to happen to you. I said this months ago. I said this I even asked this question when I talked to We Energies. And We Energies, they had their ideas and had their PR answers for me, but I told them folks.
Dude tried to stump them. They said, dude.
Hey, for real.
We'll get back to you on that.
I'm going to have to actually pull that clip. I ain't even going to lie. But, I said these things were happening, and I just want us as a community, the Juicy Jammers out there, to really get in front of these things, man, get ahead of them, because Wisconsin is going to be gutted out, all right? The people included, all right? They've said, and I'm from Racine. I remember them saying in bills before, saying in 2017 that Racine one day was going to be turned work into a smart city. All right, and at that time, I had no clue what a smart city was until I started to look at China. Okay, when I started to look at China, I started to understand what a smart city was. Eventually, I guarantee you, southeastern Wisconsin will be a surveilled state. It will be surveilled cities because all the data centers will be right here. That will be more than likely powering the rest of the United States of America. So they need Lake Michigan, but they also need all the lakes in the state of Wisconsin. A lot of people go on to say in Minnesota that they have the most lakes, but no, it's truly right here. It's truly right here in the great state of Wisconsin. All right, I happen to know because I've also been on Lake Delavan. All right, I've been on Lake Delavan before. All right, I've been out there and I've seen how big that lake is. Okay, eventually Lake Lawn Resorts is probably more than likely going to think about something with the data centers as well, or have to have some kind of influence is going to be they're going to be influenced by what's happening as well, because all the lakes is just like, come on now, they need that water. But go ahead,
keep
Juice.
going.
Go ahead.
I was going to wrap it up.
I was going to go on a rant.
You are about to. You did already.
I just be telling people what it is, man. And it's just, look, we'll have robots walking around in Wisconsin before they got them out there in Kansas. I'm just going to put it out there like that.
All right. And
Wisconsin has the most lakes, y'all.
And the 100 jobs it's going to open, to me, don't feel like nothing. But that's for a 700,000 foot facility and 100 jobs. Maybe I'm just tripping. I think they just going to have a bunch of tech running around up in there. But regardless of that, it's coming, and get ready for it. The last thing I'm going to bring up real quick is something very interesting that I saw that, I mean, some people might not think it's kind of crazy, but I think it's kind of weird. But would you ever buy a car on Amazon? Would you ever want to purchase a used vehicle on Amazon? Well, Ford has reached a deal with Amazon to sell certified used cars directly on Amazon's website, allowing buyers to browse, finance, and purchase a used car literally on Amazon, you guys. So you'll be able to shop, finance, and complete most of the purchase online before scheduling a pickup at a local dealership. The program, launching in select markets like Los Angeles, Seattle, and Dallas, features Ford Blue Advantage certified vehicles, which are inspected and come with warranties and roadside assistance. Customers can also take advantage of a 14-day, 1,000-mile money-back guarantee on these vehicles. And I'm just like, wow, we are in the times where you could literally purchase a car on Amazon. Amazon is a really big giant. I don't think y'all realize how big Amazon as a company
conglomerate
is. It controls a lot of things, y'all. And the fact that you can now start to buy cars on there, who's to say what else in the future you'll be able to buy on there? Like, honestly.
You know, that's why
maybe adopt a baby.
You know what? Look,
in the future, have Amazon make you one in one of their facilities, because you know they're going to start doing that.
I know Jeff Bezos is a part of the oligarchy, but like, honestly, man, when I am an admirer of the things that he has done and accomplished in his lifetime, because ultimately Amazon, the company, was founded during my tenure here on this earth. All right, it was founded in 1995. This man just had a dream about just selling books out of his garage. That was literally it. That was it. It was just out of the garage. That's all he wanted to do, was sell books and hook everybody up across America with just that. So I've said this to say, if you got a dream, man, go ahead and accomplish that dream. Go out there and start it, because you don't know how that one dream may snowball into something that becomes much larger. You know, even
how the heck did you turn this inspirational?
Well, because I find people like him, I find people like Steve Jobs, I find them very inspiring. Like, people who go out and really follow their dreams and accomplish what they set out to do, and then it just goes even bigger. I am an admirer of those type of people, because I see myself as becoming that one day.
Man, you know? I'm just worried about how this is all going to play out in the end. That's what I'm concerned about, because all the control that Amazon has, what does that look like in the future? If you can literally do everything through Amazon, that's not good to have one major company controlling everything like that. That's more so what I think of. I mean, yeah, it's inspiring that he started as a little bookstore, but Mr. Bezos, you out here controlling a lot of things.
I think monopolies aren't ever good, except for the company that founded them. So
yeah, well, hopefully he's donating to some people who need SNAP benefits, because honestly, that's what I would do. Like, for real, I'm just saying, if I become like a multi-billionaire, y'all, by the time I'm like,
I get to like 65 or 70, I'm gonna give a lot of my monies away. I'll keep like $1 million for myself, but if I'm a billionaire, I'm giving a lot of my monies away, and I'm gonna make certain it gets into the hands of the people. Like, you know how Donald Trump is talking about giving out the $2,000 new stimmies or whatever. I'll just get it out of my own pocket to make certain that everybody can be fed and just living well, because I care about humanity. Vote for me in 2052.
All right, Ben's on his campaign run. You know who else is on a run right now for a certain campaign is Nicki Minaj, you guys.
Ooh.
Today, Nicki Minaj is set to speak to UN on attacks against Christians in Nigeria, and it has raised the question of, should celebrities get involved in politics, in political matters? Do you trust what it is that they have to say when it comes to politics, when they like to step their little toe in the political conversations? Do you think that the celebrities are a good influence when it comes to bringing awareness towards certain conversations that need to be had? That's what we're going to get into today, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Nicki Minaj is set to do and why and what is going on when we come back from our juice break. So keep it locked, you guys. Should celebrities get involved in political matters? We'll be back.